Quick and friendly safety reminder that is to remain fully seated at all times. Keep all hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the vehicle. It's going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. We're going over some rough and rugged terrain, making sharp turns and stopping some of these. Make sure you hold on to all your personal belongings. Now we got to look directly above to the animal spotting guide. Great resource where it shows us all the animals that can potentially be out here on the reserve. We'll see everything out there due to migratory patterns, but we generally have pretty good luck. We're beginning our journey today into a very dense forest. It's called the Little Etruria Forest. It's a pretty fantastic place for animal spotting. There's a lot of animals like to hang out in the brush, the thicket, and the trees. So definitely pay attention to those particular areas. Over on our right-hand side, there are a couple of okapis. Okapis are very shy and reclusive and often like to hang out in the tree line just like that, making it very difficult for humans and predators to like to see that. And you guys might be thinking, hey Jared, that okapi looks very similar to a zebra. And it kind of does with the striped legs, but it has no relation to it at all. It is the only known living relative to the giraffe. If you look at the long facial structure and long tongue, it looks like it's going to be one of those. Very similar to that of a giraffe. It's a very interesting animal and one of my personal favorite animals here in the Little Etruria Forest. Anyway, coming up here on our left-hand side is a black rhinoceros. Black rhinos, unfortunately, are a very endangered species of rhino. There's less than 5,000 left in the entire world. Unfortunately, the numbers are very low due to poaching, because poachers will poach them for their horns, because they leave them down in the medicinal value. Well, they do not have an adult. Our horns only made of a material called keratin. The material found in your hair, fingernails, and toenails. Sadly, all rhinos are being poached for no reason. And many of them are critically endangered species of rhinos.
Why don't my mom take a picture?
No more aliens.
Bye. I ain't doing picture video.
Anyway, we're going to see if our luck continues as we push a little bit deeper into the Little Etruria Forest. We're pretty lucky back here. That's the black rhino into okapi. Really hoping our luck can continue as we push a little bit deeper into the Little Etruria Forest as we start heading toward the Stapi River. The Stapi River is another great place for animal spotting. A lot of animals like to hang out near the water on these hot African days. Around these parks you can spot animals such as birds, fish, hippos, and Nile crocodiles. So hopefully we get pretty lucky to venture across the Stapi River.
I don't see nothing.
But if you look over here to the left, there is a bloated Nile hippopotamus. A group of hippos called a bloat. And I see a pretty big bloat of them hanging out over here on our left-hand side.
That's fine.
Hippos spend most of their days underneath the water, typically only leaving the water very late at night. That is when they scavenge for food. They're very sensitive skin and can get overheated by the sun very easily, so it's much more common to see them underneath the water as opposed to above it. Hippos can stay submerged underwater for 8 minutes at a time, guys. It's pretty incredible for any animal. Also on our left, those big white birds are pink-backed pelicans. Pink-backed pelicans have been named from the pink-backed skitteric mating season. They're very large birds as well. On average, their wingspan's about 7 to 9 feet long. So if you see a big white bird flying over the Stapi River, it's most likely one of those pink-backed pelicans. We're going to be crossing over a bridge, going over a very dangerous species of animal, so I do have to get over to be fully seated. That's right, folks. We're going over Nile crocodiles. Nile crocodiles are so dangerous that in some trains the Nile crocodile is the largest species of crocodilian in all of Africa. All on average, they're about 6 feet long. And they've been known to get a bit bigger than that in very rare circumstances. Nile crocodiles can also live to be over 40 years old, which is a pretty incredible lifespan for any animal. The Nile crocodile and the hippo are very dangerous, so I'm very much glad that the force just ended out. That means we're going to be heading towards my personal favorite part of the adventure today, the savannah. The savannah is home to some of the most famous animals in the entire world, such as wildebeest, elephants, and of course, lions. Do any of you guys like those animals?
Yeah!
Lion appear to you guys some of my favorites as well, so hopefully you're pretty lucky now as we enter the open savannah.
Lion.
But as we enter the open savannah, we're going to get a really nice overlook view of it to the left. Savannah hosts over 1 million migrating animals each and every year. So it's always a different, unique, and wild experience out there. The animals are migrating in and out of it each and every day. You might even see some animals out there in the distance. We'll definitely be pushing our way towards them in just a moment. Our journey today is very similar to one taken over 25 years ago by artists to the continent of Africa. When studying for Disney's movie The Lion King, a lot of the animals, a lot of the trees, a lot of the bushes, a lot of plants, and things like that are very similar to those found in The Lion King. So definitely pay attention as we make our way throughout the savannah. About the savannah you can see for miles and miles on end. The grass looks like it's been cut, the trees look like they've been trimmed, and that is all from animals. Animals such as white-bearded wildebeest, and Collie cattle, Patterson Zealand, and spring buckwheat the grass off the ground, which gives it that nice, clean-cut look. It is a little bit overgrown around the edges, that's because the animals haven't migrated over there in quite some time. The trees, they look very trimmed as well. That is from the giraffes. Giraffes will eat the leaves out of the trees, giving them a very clean-cut and orderly look. And that's the overall look of an open savannah, having the notice for miles and miles on it. Like, there are a couple of those Maasai giraffes over to our right. Also to our right, the brown animal with the white and chocolate stripe down the middle is a springbok.
Would rather put a chain around it.
The ability to leap 13 feet and jump 6 feet high in the air. Springbok can also run over 60 miles per hour in short sprints to try and outrun predators such as cheetahs. That looks a little bit familiar to some of you back there as well because they're the national animal of South Africa. Their likeness is used in a lot of sports teams logos and things like that, which is pretty incredible. Also to our right and left, you guys, there is a couch of Maasai giraffes. A group of giraffes called a tower, and these are all Maasai giraffes. So they're Maasai giraffes due to the size and shape of their spots. They kind of form a jagged pattern around the edges, that is compared to the reticulated giraffe you see on your animal spotting guide. They stand about 18 feet tall when they're fully grown. When they're born, they stand about 6 feet tall. And they can start walking within 1 hour of being born. So if you're a little bit over 6 feet tall right now, which is pretty incredible, if I say so myself. Also to our left and right, there is a giant mound of dirt. That is a termite mound, made by African termites made of dirt, spit, and dung. So as concrete animals such as giraffes, wildebeest use it as a scratching post. Swans get to be smaller in size, however the Patterson Zealand use it as a lookout post to look out for predators. But as you guys can see, we were kind of stuck in a little bit of a giraffe.
Oh, he's pooping!
As the giraffe was walking in front of our beautiful
he's pooping.
There's pretty quick creatures when they choose to be. They can run upwards of speeds of 35 miles per hour in short sprints, and they can maintain a speed of about 10 miles per hour and longer. This is pretty incredible when you consider the sheer size of the giraffe. Over here to the left, the brown animal with the horns is a Patterson Zealand. They stand about 6 feet tall at the shoulders and they weigh over 2,600 pounds. Even more incredible than that guy's ability to leap 8 feet. It's pretty incredible when you consider the sheer size of the animal. Also on the right-hand side, the brown animal with the horns and Collie cattle. They're also known as the Watusi cattle. These are first domesticated by the Watusi tribe quite a few years ago. They're the only domesticated animal in this entire reserve. Everything else up is completely wild and completely unpredictable. Their horns, they're about 3 to 4 feet long, and you think that they'd be very heavy. But they're not heavy at all. The horns are only made of a honeycomb pattern on the inside, which gives them ventilation. The horns have veins inside them, which will help them live all around better lives, only weighing in at about 5 pounds each. Well, here to the right, there is a herd of white-bearded wildebeest. Wildebeest, wild beasts, still the wild beasts that are on the savannah. They migrate over 1,000 miles each and every year in herds of up to 1.5 million. The big wildebeest does not start walking within 15 minutes of being born. It's actually left behind. Which is quite sad, but most of the time they make it, I assure you. In the newest live-action Lion King movie, artists travel all the way to Africa to motion capture wildebeest. That's the latest and greatest CGI. They made one wildebeest look like hundreds of them on the big screen. Simply go check that out. This upcoming, or later this month in July. I've seen sitting down on the ground in large clusters or clumps. That is due to turn off predators. It makes their numbers look larger than they actually are. And often fool lions and cheetahs into thinking their numbers are much greater than they actually are. We got pretty lucky back there in the open part of the western savannah. Got to see some of my personal favorite animals. Hope we got to see some of yours as well. We're going to try to push our luck and make our way a little bit further into the savannah. Let's make our way towards eastern savannah now. Over here to the right, there's an African elephant.
Oh, wow.
So that African elephant is a male because he's off on his own. Male elephants generally will go off on their own after they end adolescence, while the females and the calves will stay with the rest of the herd. Leaving the males off on their own to do their own thing and live their best lives. My male African elephant is definitely living his best life right now, so he's going to keep on moving forward. We can tell they do all African elephants, though. We can tell them they're African elephants due to the size and shape of their ears. If you look at the shape of their ears, it looks very similar, almost identical to the same shape as the continent of Africa. John Outlander, and I think about the Disney magic involved here, looks almost identical to that shape. But anyway, that road taking us into elephant territory is closed. I think I can see why. I don't think I'd be able to off-road that. Would you guys be okay with taking a shortcut?
Yeah.
Alright, I heard a couple of you guys say yeah, so we're going to do it.
Oh, and that's okay.
Good out this way earlier today. I didn't see him return, though. Should be fine, though. Couldn't, but that means no worries for the rest of your days. There's no turning back now. Just gonna make our way across this bridge. The warden told me that he patched up with Gorilla Tape this morning, so I think we should be good. Yeah, they must use that Gorilla Glue as well. Let's get out of here. What makes it is so I can look at the people. Let's go to the leader to the bottom side of Rocket. We're going to be passing underneath a bridge, going through a couple of red clay walls. Interesting, I know, but if you look over here to the right, you can see some vertical markings in that clay. That is from elephants. Elephants scratch up against that with their tusks, and it gives them essential minerals into their diet. That red clay actually makes elephants stronger. So that means we are headed deeper into elephant territory. Now, we got lucky enough to see that male African elephant just a moment ago living his best life. It would be really awesome to see some females out here and potentially calves. Big idea to see a baby elephant. It's pretty amazing. Over here to the left, there's another African elephant. Elephants in the wild can actually live to be over 60 years old, which is honestly a pretty incredible lifespan for anyone. Also on our left and right hand side, you guys might have noticed these really weird looking trees. They kind of look like upside down trees. Those are called baobab trees. They look like that because they're leafless for 9 months out of the entire year, only having leaves for a few select months. They're also known as the tree of life because they can hold over 10,000 gallons of water in their roots. And believe it or not, guys, that baobab tree is over 3,000 years old as well, which means it must have been here for quite some time. Well, kind of on our left-hand side, we're approaching a flamboyant state of flamingos. Flamingos get their pink coloring in their feathers from their diets. Their diets primarily consist of shrimp, which contain a certain mineral called beta-carotene. Coloration over time, however, when they're born, they're more of a white/neutral color, and they go into those pink feathers as they develop. And ladies and gentlemen, that's actually not called a flock of flamingos, that's called a flamboyance. So if you didn't know anything today, my safari saw a flamboyance grid of flamingos, a tower of Maasai giraffes, and a float of hippos, all of which are very related to very real groups of animals. Unfortunately, it does look like there were some poachers on the reserve. Thankfully got it before they can get to the animals. Poaching's unfortunately a problem for many animals on Africa and the river, and many of the animals we see today are very endangered due to poaching. We already talked a little bit earlier about the black rhinos being poached for their horns. Other than they do not have medicine at all. And they made them curious. Hold that thought though, because I do see a water buck over here to the right and our left. Which means it must be near a water source. Water buck in the wild can live only about 8 to 10 years old. In reserves just like this, they can live to be about 18, which still isn't great, but it really shows that reserves make better lives for all animals around the world. But going back to poaching, elephants are also being poached in the wild for their tusks. Because they contain a certain material called ivory. It's often used in jewelry, clothing, and artwork. So I ask and suggest if you're buying and purchasing any jewelry, clothing, and artwork, make sure it doesn't contain ivory. It's really make a difference for elephant populations all around the world, and you yourself really can be making a huge difference for them worldwide. Approaching a large rock formation in just a moment called a cove. Which is a great place for spotting lions and the bear prey. Unfortunately, lions are inactive for 18 to 20 hours per day. So I cannot guarantee we'll see them being active right now. If we don't see them being active right now, I highly recommend you guys come back later tonight, right at nighttime safari. So everybody see the safari in a different light. A lot of animals such as lions are more active at night. You might even have a chance to see spotted hyenas as well. Definitely an experience, and I highly recommend checking out. Let's come back and say hello to your newest safari driver, Jared. That's the fun though, because I do see a couple of lions lying on top of the Kopi. They're active for 18 to 20 hours per day, being most active at night. That's when they do their hunting. During the nighttime, the females do the hunting while the males will watch over the pride. Because the nighttime as well, lions have about 6 times better eyesight than human beings. During the daytime, it's about the same though, so we should be okay for now. Lions typically hang out on top of the Kopi just like that to get a good vantage point over the pride. The pride is the name of a group of lions. Disney actually just created something pretty easy, pretty interesting. It's called the Lion Relief Fund. They go by the year 2050 to actually double the size of the population of lions in the wild. So to go and donate to that cause at any Disney Animal Kingdom merchandise location, every little bit makes a difference. It's pretty cool that they're incentive to double the size of the population in the wild. If you look over there to the left of Kingdom of Donna, I see a couple of warthogs hanging out. Warthogs are the largest burrowing land animals in the entire world. They go on the road at night to sleep and during the day to dig. Warthogs are often seen as bouncing around on their tails and backside, kind of like Pumbaa from Disney's Lion King. If any of you guys are familiar with that motion picture. But up here to the right, there is a crash of white rhinos. A group of white rhinos is called a crash, and these are all white rhinos. White rhinos are not white at all, though. Their name comes from the mispronunciation of the Afrikaans phrase white. That's W-I-T. You can tell the difference between the black and the white rhino, though, due to the whiteness of their jaws. The jaws are a little bit whiter than that of the black rhino we saw earlier today in the middle of Cherry Forest. But coming on our right and left-hand side, there are a couple of Boxabok hanging out. Boxabok were once hunted to near extinction with less than 20 left in the entire world. But thanks with the help of farmers and reserves just like this, the numbers have increased over time, and there's definitely more than 20 of them left in the world. So maybe doing conservation community, you yourself really can be making a difference, and one of those ways is by donating to the Disney Conservation Fund. We'll be talking about that in just a moment, though, because we're actually going to be entering the newest edition of Kilimanjaro Safari. It's called Bugatti Glen. Yet again, this place where animals are being reintroduced back into the wild. You might see a lot of animals out here today, or you might see nothing else. If you don't see anything out here today, you'll definitely see a lot of trees and plant life, all of which are native to the continent of Africa. We got pretty lucky otherwise. We got to see some of my personal favorite animals. Hope you got to see some of yours as well. If you have any questions once the safari's done, feel free to come up to my window. It is not closed. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all of your questions you may or may not have. But as we exit Bugatti Glen, we actually are going to be heading towards the end of Kilimanjaro Safaris. It's been a long and fun 2-week adventure, but sadly it must come to an end. Thank you guys wherever you can to keep the dream alive. And that's by donating to the Disney Conservation Fund. The Disney Conservation Fund is a really cool way that Disney helps out. It will match you dollar for dollar in donation, and it helps animals all around the world. And another great way, guys, to help others by recycling electronics. Many electronics, such as cell phones, contain a mineral called coltan. which is behind an animal backpack. Great instructor to them as well. Right asking to just whenever you're upgrading to the newest cell phone. Back to the old one. Give it to a loved one even if they don't want it. It'll surely make a difference. Maybe back there got hungry while trying to check out the Tusker House. Step with Quad Adventure located near the main entrance of Kilimanjaro Safari. Yeah, they're interested in watching the newest live-action Lion King movie. It comes out on July 19th, and I'm sure it's going to be quite the wild motion picture. But it sounds like I hear the music playing in the distance. That means we are approaching the Harambe Village. So yeah, each and everybody run out together with all your personal belongings. So we're back to Africa, and there are quite a few safari trucks on all of Kilimanjaro Safari. City rode on one of them today. So to make sure you have everything you entered my truck with.
Get out here.
Alright guys, let's do for our last and final stop. We don't like to say goodbye. Space decided, way too final to take Wow, hurry, choose to go well, go wild up there guys. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day here at Disney's Animal Kingdom. My name is Jeremy, it's been a pleasure showing around all the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. So bye guys, enjoy the rest of your night, go well, go wild. It's a pretty movie to explore the